and chillin', got me thinking about you all day. You saying he's your best friend, someone to text friend. Soon as I become your ex, he'll become the sex friend. Don't make yourself look less than playing these silly games. Instead of speaking the truth, you repeating lies to my face like,
I know that you've been saying he's your best friend. I know that you've been saying he's your best friend. Best friend. I know that you've been saying he's your best friend. Best friend. I know that you've been saying he's your best friend. Best friend. I know that you've been saying he's your best friend. Best friend. I know that you've been saying he's your best friend. Best friend. I know that you've been saying he's your best friend. Best friend. I know that you've been saying.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Mr. Scrilltown himself, a.k.a. Fetty Skrills. Sorry about the technical difficulties we've been having, but tonight we got our boy, Waco, Texas, native, rap artist, JG. What's cracking, man?
So, not much. What's going on, Spirit?
Say, same old same, man. Yeah. If you don't know about JG, he has right now one of the hottest rap songs out from Texas, man. It's called Bigger in Texas, and you know it's a slammer, man. I got it on my station. You know what I'm saying? It got the trap beats, it got the hot lyrics, man. I really like the song, and first time I heard it, I was like, oh man, I gotta have this on the morning mix show. So it's been on the morning mix show for about 3 or 4 weeks now, and it's a banger, man. So yeah, man, I appreciate what you're doing for the culture, man.
All right. I appreciate you for tuning in.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. So tell us a little bit about yourself, man, and growing up in Waco, Texas.
Oh, well, actually, you know, I ain't grow up in Waco, Texas, but I've been back and forth for about 15 years now, 15 plus years. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the country outside of Groesbeck.
Okay.
Y'all heard of Groesbeck, Texas? Yeah.
No doubt.
So, you know, I had to ask my mom basically how I got involved with music, but she pretty much told me she used to calm me down about listening to music. So I remember like at 8 years old, like begging for this Walkman back in the day. The Sony Walkman.
Yeah. You telling your age.
So yeah. Yeah. So, you know, so I got the Walkman, you know what I'm saying, with a like one of them CDs that used to come with like, I guess a single CD that had like the instrumental on her.
Yeah.
So it was like the West Side Connection CD. So, you know.
Oh man.
So yeah, that's kind of like a tough little CD to start out, you know what I'm saying, listening to. But prior to
talking about that Bow Down?
That Bow Down and that other one.
Yeah, Gangsters Make the World Go Round. Yeah. That's the stuff right there. Yeah. That was when everybody was all banging, man. You know, so you gotta know Mac 10, Ice Cube, and Dub C. Yeah, that's what's up, man. So that's how you got your start, you know, rapping off instrumentals. That's mostly, I mean, for those in that generation, our generation, that's how we all started. You know what I'm saying? One of my first freestyles was to Junior Mafia's instrumental, that Players Anthem. That was one of my very first freestyles. So yeah, I know where you're coming from with that, man. So yeah, so after that, you know, the start of you rapping, what happened next? Tell us what happened next after that.
Well, you know, after that, I just used to like keep notebooks and stuff, you know, just write down my everyday situations on certain things. And then I kind of developed like a little rap style, like off of Cube a little bit. And
okay. Yeah. No doubt, man.
So then after that, like my uncle, like he was like around Marlin, you know what I'm saying, Hearn, Texas, all that. So he came across a screw tape. So you know, so he was like, nephew, put this in. So you know, so after that, you know, we learned it like how to freestyle, I guess, like Texas style, like the very first screw tape I heard had, you know, couple Texas legends on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So are you? So that area that you in? Are you closer to Houston or Dallas?
Dallas.
Dallas. Okay.
Pretty
But
much.
like
Yeah.
you said with the DJ Screw RIP, um, he had that movement going. You know what I'm saying, with the screwed up and chopped. So who's been some of your influences from that area? Since you've been rapping.
Like Zero, Trey, Grace, Fat Pat, How, and I think somewhere down the line I'm kin to probably Hawk and Big
Big
Mo.
Hawk. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No doubt, man.
yeah, but I ain't never really met him. Well, I did a show with Hawk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A couple months before he passed. You
Mm.
know.
No
Yeah.
doubt, man. No doubt. So, moving forward, like when okay, you starting to perfect your craft and rapping, and like what were like, how is the scene out there when it comes to? Because we know how Houston is, we know how Dallas is, but the area that you in when it comes to the local rap scene, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, see, but when I was doing it, it was like a couple people. They was like on some probably like on some California style of
Mm-hmm.
rapping
Mm-hmm.
still where I was at. And then, because, what I'm saying, shout out to Hustler E. He basically, what I'm saying, led the music scene in Waco.
No doubt, he's still doing his thing.
Yeah, he's still putting in work, man.
No doubt, no doubt. So, like, are you like in that area? You do a lot of shows, or do you got to go to bigger cities or bigger places to get that exposure?
We have a few shows every now and then down here, like, but mostly we've been like putting in work like out of town,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, because
Okay.
sometimes the local market be like too crowded,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
everybody want to have their input on certain things.
Absolutely. So, going back to that, going out of town, doing shows, where the areas you normally hit, like when you.
Like Fort Worth, like Houston, but
Mm-hmm.
we ain't been really able to you know do the shows due to COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause I know like my I call it my coming out year.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, when I was about to do the little promo run, that's when we got hit. And
Yeah. Yeah,
it,
COVID, man, it been killing the market a lot when it comes to performing. You gotta, like I tell a lot of artists I talk to, you gotta figure out another way until they figure things out. But when they open up, you gotta be there to perform. But when they close down, you gotta figure out another hustle, another way to get your music out. So I know I read somewhere that a while back you had been, in talks with No Limit, Universal, and so forth. So tell us a little bit about how that went down.
oh yeah, the Talk No Limit. It was I didn't really get to sit down with P, but I sit down with one of his A&Rs.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had released a single, I think like in 2017, 2016. It was called Revenue, and it was getting like some major buzz.
Mm-hmm.
So he like uh, basically he hit me up on this site called Reverb Nation.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and he was like, I heard your song. You know what I'm saying? He invited me to come to Dallas, but at
Mm-hmm.
that time I had a lot going on, with the family and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So I couldn't make that trip. But then they was trying to fund me out to the awards, same thing. Because I always try to put my family first. But sometimes,
Yeah. You got to,
sometimes
man.
you just gotta get up and go.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So, so would you say that things just kind of, fizzled from there because of that, or was it just other, stipulations to why things didn't happen?
Yeah, because usually like when you have, I guess what they call like a hot single or something, they gonna want you to
Mm-hmm.
push forward with it like ASAP. Like you gotta drop everything, yeah, you know. and get it out. And pretty much that been like, throughout my career. Because like I was still in high school when I released this single called Homework, but I had to get my get my computer fixed so I can re-upload it and everything. But that was still in high school.
Yeah.
And it reached, Pretty Ricky, them. They shot, they shot the little thing, like, come to Miami and everything. But, I was still in high school. So,
right. He's like,
Yeah.
I can't make that move just yet.
Yeah.
So now, how long ago was that with the whole Pretty Ricky thing? That was a while back.
Man, yeah, that was a while back.
Years ago. Okay,
pretty much. It was on one of their singles because my song was called like Homework, and they, you know what I'm saying, they was like, I'm gonna do you after school like some homework because that was basically how the single was.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about the concept on Bigger in Texas, this new hot single that you got out right now.
Well, you know how the saying goes, say everything bigger in Texas. So we just, we were just like me and my homeboy, Mr. Tabo, we was just in the studio vibing to some tracks, and then so we went from there.
Yeah. And what's his name? Was it Mr. G? I mean, what is it?
Mr. C4.
Mr. C4. Okay, yeah. Is he from the area too?
No, he's actually from Detroit. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got a pretty good vibe going on that track, man. Like I said, we had been talking back and forth, and I had never listened to it, and we was getting it ready to, for it to go on the radio show, and I played it, and I was like, damn, I didn't know it would sound like this. I would have put it in the top 5, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I ended up doing. I was like, man, I didn't know the whole time. I'm thinking like, okay, covers, straight. But then I start playing it, and I'm like, this mug slap. This is where it's at, man. So, on that note, like, what's next? What's next for JG, in 2022, moving forward with new music?
Well, hopefully I get the studio back running, for one, and then hopefully gonna book a couple shows, you know what I'm saying? And
absolutely.
And I already got a couple songs ready, you know what I'm saying? Just ready. Because I plan on releasing, I don't have a release date yet, but I'm planning on dropping Ballad of a Hustler too.
Okay.
So.
And is that going to be an EP or album?
I'm going to try to do an album. But if not, if I can't get enough good production on everything, it's going to be an EP.
Okay. So what are your goals, man, as far as like what you want to do with this music? Like, where do you want this music to take you, in the future?
Well, it's hard to say. I just, you know what I'm saying, hope to get some of them dues I done paid.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah. And then it's like the thing with Universal, it was like they, one of their A&Rs had reached out to me because he heard one of my singles called How They Forget. So he was like, man, that's a good song. He's like he appreciated this is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You kind of cutting out a little bit.
I say he appreciated like the work on it.
Oh, okay, yeah, no doubt, man. While I got you on here, before I forget, shout out to Tabo Tavo out in Houston, man. I think I had him on a song on my first mixtape when I first got back going called "Bag Money." That was the name of the single and the name of the song. Y'all two styles complement each other, man. I think in the future we need to sit down and talk about possibly doing a track together, because I talk to Tavo all the time. The name of his label is what is it, Moneybag Empire. That's what it's called out in Houston, Texas. But just listening, thinking, how your song goes and listening to your style and listening to Tabo, man, y'all vibe. I mean, y'all styles go hand in hand. I think it'd be a hot, dope track if I can get y'all to work together, man. But so look them up. Name is Tabo Tavo. It's TVO. But I think, yeah, man, I think y'all need to link up because y'all got a hell of a style.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say because I don't be text up and tripping about something nobody or beat for nobody. I always try to respect.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you make beats too? Do you do recording? Like
every now and then like probably drop a beat. But like one of my laptops, because I got like 3 laptops, but 2 of them down. But one of them probably got about 600 beats.
You said how many?
About 600.
600 beats that you made?
Yeah.
Oh man, we gotta talk. we gotta talk, bro. Like, hold on. Yeah.
But the thing is though, is like it was back in the day,
right?
Type sounding beats. So today's market, they always
they a little different now. Yeah, they don't respect that old school trap. I get it. Yep, I most definitely get it. But now I was just by us talking, I kind of already figure out what we need to talk about on some other stuff. So tell the listeners before we get off here, what to look for.
I was gonna say too.
I
got a single I did also. I think it was 2016.
You say you got
Kiki.
You say you got a song with Lil Kiki?
Yeah, that I dropped in 2016 called Waco.
Is it out? Is out on digital platforms?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to check that one out. Shout out to Lil Kiki, man. He one of the legends down there, man. If it wasn't for him, I'll be honest, in KC, they all used to come to Kansas City for some reason, but he was one of the first ones that stood out to me, what I'm saying, on that scene, because we wasn't familiar with a whole bunch of them, but Lil Kiki used to come down. Flip always, shout out to Flip, he always came down. But like, yeah, man, that scene down there is, man, y'all got so many of them, man, so many of them.
I got another single with Cliche. So shout out to her too. From
yeah. And who's that? T-Shakes?
Cliche.
Oh yeah, shout out to her. Cliche. Oh yeah, Cliche. Yeah. Shout out to Cliche, man. That whole SUC, all them, man. So if you could do a track with any of those, legendary rappers down there, and you had, like unlimited amount of budget, you could do a track with any of them. Who would you do a track with if you had one? You only had one choice. You only got one, and it don't matter if they dead or alive. Dead or alive. Who would you pick?
All right, I really couldn't pick because I got probably a top 10.
Nah, you got top 10, huh? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you loyal, man. You loyal. I see it in you.
Yeah. But let's say I already knocked out one with Key, so so and then 2 with Clee. So but which I already know,
you got the top 10.
Yeah.
I tell you right now, and if I had a choice, it's 2 people that I want on track with me. Number 1, Paul Wall. Number 2, Trey the Truth. Them 2, I can work with. Paul Wall. His motto: "Get money, stay true." That's actually tatted on me too. So what I'm saying, I respect all the things he's done. Trey the Truth. I've always liked his style, and of course, underground legend, Flip and Slim Thug, but it's so many of them, man. You can, we can be going for days. Like, because I know Big Hawk. I listened to a lot of him growing up. Poke, all them. So I think it was Big Pokey. Yeah, but
Big Pokey.
yeah. So yeah, man. But nah. But for the listeners, man, where can they reach you at on social media if they want to, get in contact with you, if they want to collab, if they want to know about a new project, if they want to follow you, where can they find you at?
It's a JAYGOFGME. So get money inside. Yeah. That's what the GM is.
Okay.
And if not, y'all can find me on Instagram at TX_JAYG.
TX_JAYG on
Yes,
Instagram, on IG. And last but not least, for the up and comers, the ones that's trying to, find a niche in rapping in that area down there, what kind of advice or words of wisdom would you give them, for the future?
So just keep pushing, because I've been in it for a long time, and now it's like finally taking. So don't just release myself, and then think you gonna be a celebrity.
Right. You hear that?
You know what I'm saying?
You hear what he said? He said, "Don't just release no song thinking that you're gonna become a celebrity overnight. It don't work like that. It don't work that way."
And reason why I say this, I used to, I used to think that way.
Mm-hmm.
And that was back in my younger days.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I think we all. I'm gonna be honest. I think we all thought like that. Me, for example, I did a lot more like research and had a few people around me that kind of knew the business to kind of shoot me down real easily. But going into it, I think I was like 12 or 13 when I thought that I was gonna write one song and be the next Crisscross. You know what I'm saying? So, and that happened as you can see. So yeah, but nah, man, you're right. Like it's a grind every day, all day. Stay consistent on what you do. For anybody that's listening, just don't think that your style is the only style out here. Remember that it's a competition. You're going up against others. But yeah, man, I really appreciate the opportunity to interview you tonight, man, and looking forward to not only the projects that you bringing out, but possibly us doing some business together too and doing some music, man. But yeah, man, I thank you again for giving me the opportunity to interview you tonight.
All right, I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, man, and like he said, go check him out. TX_JAYG on Instagram. Check out Bigger in Texas on social media platforms, and look out for him, man, because he's dope. He got the flow. He's most definitely representing Texas on his music and in his music. So check him out, y'all. That's JG, man. Thanks again, JG, bro. We really appreciate this, man. And until next time, we out.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right, 100, man. Go Chiefs!